Good evening and welcome to the panels. My name is Professor Madanur Shazwadi Salahuddin and I am a lecturer from the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies. It's my privilege to be the moderator of this evening's forum. So today I would like to introduce our panels.
My name is Maizatul Anim and I am a social media developer.
I am Asma Azhar, I am a social media expert.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Karunaja, I am a teacher at SMK Section 2.
Salam sejahtera, my name is Mikoria Firza, I am mother to 5 kids.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Izati Zafira, I'm a pediatrician at a clinic in Section 2.
So, thank you and welcome to the panels. The topic for the forum today will be children and social media. Using social media website is among the most common activity of today's children and adolescents. Any website that allows social interaction is considered a social media site, including social networking sites such as Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, gaming sites and virtual world such as Club Penguin, Second Life and The Sim, video sites such as YouTube and blogs. Such sites offer the youth a portal for entertainment and communication and have grown exponentially in recent years. So, for this reason, it is important that parents become aware of the nature of social media sites, given that not all of them are healthy environments for children and adolescents. Pediatricians are in unique position to help families understand these sites and to encourage healthy use and urge parents to monitor for potential problems with cyberbullying, Facebook depression, sexting, and exposure to inappropriate content. So, I would like to ask the first question to our social media developer, social media expert, Miss Asma. So, do you think that children should be on the social media?
Well, for me, I think that children should be on social media because social media is relating people through communication. So with social media, people are connected as developing technologies and people are more influenced as this social media is the most access. So young people can use it to communicate with another. Source from Statista states that United States Instagram users are the most with 88.48 billion compared to other countries. And this is mostly, I think that using social media, they can help keep people staying together with families and friends. Let's say that they can expand their relationship online. Let's say they cannot do it offline, they can do it online. Let's say they're probably across the border, maybe in another country, they can still keep in touch even though being in different places. And another thing is also using social media, they can enhance individuality in terms of their creativity and skills. Example, like if they join a certain groups, they can share same interests, maybe they like music or maybe share the same, interests. So it keeps them together. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for your opinion, and I think so. There are pros for children should be on social media. And how about Dr. Zafira? How about you?
Well, you made some very good points, Ms. Asma, but I believe that children should not be on social media because of privacy issues and vulnerability to online predators. What I mean by privacy issues is that children know how to log on to Facebook, post a picture or statement, but they don't know how to control who can or cannot see their posts. They share too much personal information such as name, age, email, address, and location. The post is made public and they're not aware of safety settings because social media is quite new to us and there's no obvious etiquette in doing social media. One of the risks of sharing too much information is that it can be used as evidence by institutions like school or workplace in the future. Anything reckless you have done when you were younger is recorded and can be recommended for something you've done in the past. For example, if a pre-adolescent posted a picture of themselves drinking underage, then that picture can be searched by universities or colleges. They remove university can refuse your acceptance in college because of past behavioral issues. Children do not seem to get that what goes online stays online. Another risk of information made public is when the people who chat to the children are predators. They can easily lie on social media on who they are and what they say because social media can restrict these offenders from going online and preying on children. WeChat, Facebook, WhatsApp, and WeTalk are among the many social applications that has been reported to be used by predators to lure young victims. While WeChat is the leading app used with 138 cases reported. Children can be targets for predators or pedophiles because, according to Dr. Muhammad Rahim Kamaluddin, University Kebangsaan Malaysia senior lecturer and forensic criminology expert, child predators can use social media like a catalog. I quote further, they can choose children according to their preferences such as age and skin color. Children are naive when it comes to befriending strangers online. The way these predators bait them is by chatting online and pretend to be their friend. When predators get a hold of personal information, they will use it for their gain. For instance, if a boy posts pictures of his cats and frequently shows interest in cats, the predator can use that info by relating to the child. After they've gained their trust, they lure them by asking to meet up somewhere private. Children can be easily manipulated, therefore sexual grooming is possible, a term used when online predators gain a child's trust before sexually abusing them. Children do not mature enough to be making the right decisions when communicating to unknown people online. Personal information such as their interests are exposed and exploited by these predators.
Okay, so as much as I agree with Dr. Zafira, but I do believe when children are on social media, social media are made because there are actually benefit for people to use, especially for children. And with social media exposure, children can be more technologically adept. It is rather important now that we be technologically adept because we are in an era where technology is very important. And according to Dunn and Larson in their research titled The Design and Technology Children's Engineering, they stated that being technology adept can actually provide valuable opportunity for the children and to tackle practical problems in specialized areas. So not only that, but children can also develop problem solving, critical thinking using blogs, chat rooms, and they can also watch news, they can know about the current affairs. So these things will also encourage children to read. And it also gives social benefits like how Ms. Asma said, that they can join certain clubs, certain online clubs, and these can help children to practice social media safely, and when they can actually play games with their friends. So to people, playing games is not a good thing to do, but actually it actually helps the children to learn about more about cooperation, take turns about playing games. And so with that being said, when children are technologically adept, they are able to be progressive. So what I meant by progressive is that they can keep themselves abreast with the new technology and also easy information access. That's what I think.
So, proceed to our teacher, Mrs. Kai.
Thank you to our moderators. Hello to our panelists and ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to say thank you for inviting me to this forum. As a parent of child who is addicted to social media, I agree with all of you that social media help children to communication and socializing. According to Cupid and Stockbridge, we need to know more about how both groups perceive and balance out the educational and entertainment. While parents are encouraged to invest in computers for broadly educational purpose, children much more inclined to use them for entertainment. What I'm trying to say is, when children addicted to social media, this can decrease face-to-face communication skills. Computer reliance could hurt a person's ability to have a face-to-face conversation by making it awkward and unusual to hear something and respond with a thoughtful message through the spoken word because of one dependence on a keyboard to convey a message. For example, in social media, children develop a different personality than in real life. Sometimes they are friendlier online and talk more, but when they meet, they become shy and not talkative. People cannot see other people respond to their message. Therefore, they can say something that might offend the receiver without meaning to. This can lead to cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a sharing a negative comment. If you went back in time 10 years and mentioned the word cyberbullying to someone, they would think that honorary robots had taken over civilizations in the future. So new is this phenomenon that some states are still making change to laws to help with cases in which cyberbullying lead to suicide or murder. According to Kolsky 2009, cyberbullying has also been caused by many suicide in young people. For example, a child would innocently post a picture of themselves, but their friends comment negatively like "you are ugly," "you are stupid," and so on.
So thank you for your opinion to Madam Mika. So I will proceed my another opinion from our teacher here, Mrs. Khan.
Assalamualaikum. For me, my opinion, I agree with children on social media because why? Social media we can use as a tool to share information because social media can reach so fast to public. So by doing that, it is easier for children to learn about something useful, and social media as a tool to promote about health behavior, to use it as a guide to make sure people know the meaning of healthy life. By that way, children are more easier to practice and easier for us as an adult to teach them because they already have that knowledge. And adults also can use it to interact with children, and as we know, communication is so important. So we need to support our children to learn about health started from now because they do something useful for their future. And our country really need intelligent generation to replace all generation as a leader.
So, as we all know that the children should be on social media. Children should be on social media, yes or no? There will be pros and cons if the children on the social media. But now I would like to discuss about the pedophile issue. That Malaysian communities in denial after major pedophile case policy. Richard Haku was sentenced to live in prison for sexually abusing scores of children. Most of the families in the Malaysian communities where he had lived are declining counseling and other help. So I would like to ask this question to Dr. Zafira. What do you think about the pedophile issue?
Thank you, moderator. So the reason this pedophile issue, like I said, is I like to stress that children should not be on social media because of these pedophile issues. These men like Richard Huckle, he's an infamous pedophile who pretended to be a social worker in a Christian organization. He preyed on impoverished children and sexually groomed them, and later recorded his criminal activities and then spread them in the dark web. But it's not just children being on social media that is dangerous. It's also pictures of children that are on social media that are quite dangerous as well, because the pedophiles can pervertedly use these pictures. According to Women, Family and Community Development Minister Dato' Seri Rohani Abdul Karim said, parents should be wary about sharing pictures of their toddlers as they would not know who would be misusing them. So I would like to say to the parents, and I'm saying this to you, Ms. Mika, that parents should be responsible for monitoring social media use so that we can avoid dangerous situation of pedophiles luring the children. We should educate about safety settings on social media like Facebook and Instagram to these children. We should limit their activity on social media so that they're not too dependent on social media. And we should also ask about them frequently on their emotional well-being to look for signs of sexual abuse if there is any, such as depression and avoidance of meeting someone else.
So, in the case of Richard Huckle, a 28-year-old
British man, I do agree with Dr. Zafira that these pedophile cases has been going on aggressively, and it is a shame that these things are happening now. And there are actually social experiments being done in Malaysia to catch these pedophiles, and this social experiment is to create awareness among Malaysians, especially parents. So you guys can actually Google predator in my phone to know more about how pedophiles in Malaysia lure their prey into their sick fantasies or traps.
Since there are a lot of dangers revolving around social media developers have been working on the making of children-friendly social media. So according to BBC survey, more than 3/4 of younger children between 10 to 12-year-olds are using at least one social network. So if kids are still eager to use social media, there are other alternatives to give them a chance to use them safely. So social media for children such as Kids World, Groom Social, Club Penguin do exist, but not many are aware of it. So these social medias are kid-friendly, monitored, they have parental control, so it can also be a teaching tool for them to learn about the social media etiquette and social network. So even there is a mean comment going on or cyberbullying, parents or children can actually report the user, and the user can be easily suspended. So and last but not least, if children still want to use social media that adults are currently using, such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, so safety measures are needed to be applied. So according to Amy Morin, who is a psychotherapist and a parenting expert, she said that parents should take their time to do research and learn about the different social media that their children are using, because each social media have different risks. So moreover, to avoid negative things to happen around social media, parents and teachers should educate and talk to their children about the dangers and consequences of social media, so it can increase the awareness. And maybe for the parents at home, you guys can make changes, such as keeping the computer or laptop in a common area around the house, so that you guys can easily monitor your children. And after that, you need to establish a set of guidelines or rules to instill positive social media habits in child. So for example, you can set a limit how long they can be online, or they can set specific times so that parents and children can go in social media together. But don't be too rigid. I know kids can be very rebellious in this era, so don't be too rigid, and find a middle point where your child is empowered to make a good decision without hiding anything from their parents. So next, you can check your child's privacy settings, just like Dr. Zafira said. So this collective effort can help to produce a safer platform for children to use social media, and can reduce such things such as pedophile issues, cyberbullying, and so on.
Junti has pointed out that craving for social network may be as a result of loneliness, and for children, there are many reasons for them to feel lonely. And as a teacher, I always heard the problem from my students, which is they say they not always have quality times with family, and their parents not too involved in their daily life, and as a reason busy for working leave. Children will feel lonely, and they use social network as an entertainment to entertain themselves. And as a parent, mother, Puan Mika, do you agree with me that parents do not care about their children, and that's the reason why children find something or someone else to entertain themselves?
I think it can yes, it can no, but the most important is it depends on the family.
Okay, so the pedophile issue is really shocking because when children are involved in social media, I agree the fact that they don't know who they are talking with. Well, that's the reason why social media is in the first place, because it's to interact with people from outside globally. So for this pedophile issue, there have been improvements on regulating rules and also enforcing the law. The minister has approved the law built on sexual offenses against children just by this March. So during this time, they are exposing people more to how
social media could influence children in also ways to preventing it, like providing seminar for cyberspace for people to use it. And also there are mobile applications that actually being developed. For example, Permata, which is for children under the age of 12 years old. It's an application that teaches children to self-defense themselves against other people when using social media. And also, actually in a way, using social media, I think it could boost confidence, so children could be more independent, because social media is considered a new form of communication. Youngsters will build their confidence level. For example, they are forming their own characters by using those social media, for example, Twitter and also Facebook. Using this, they would post pictures and their happy moments. So posting that, maybe they would develop a confidence level. So they would more, and it will also affect them, and they will apply it later in their lives.
So basically, we all know that this topic that we discussed got the pros and cons. Today's youth have constant access to many different forms of media through television, cell phones, movies, music, video games, and internet. Media can enhance children's education, learning opportunities, curiosity, creativity, and communication. However, it can also teach negative life lessons, consume too much of children's time, and distract them and socialization. Parents can be best guide their children's media choice by educating themselves about the forms modern media take. By monitoring media youth consume by reviewing media before releasing it to youth. Be careful use of media blocking technologies to make it harder for youth to view inappropriate content, and by setting and enforcing clear rules and boundaries for balanced media use. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.